Hi, this is Gigi with CelebNMusic247.com. I'm sitting here with Mercedes and Venus from Courage My Love.
Hi.
How you doing?
Good. Having an awesome day at Warped Tour in California, so we can't complain.
So I understand that you're having a really good time on this tour in special. Tell me some, favorite things about it and why it's so good for you.
It's an awesome opportunity for us because we're a Canadian band, so we get to go all across the States, and we're meeting fans that we've never gotten to meet before and who have been waiting for us to come, and then making new fans and playing in these places that we've never played before. So I don't know, it's just a great opportunity. All the bands and the crew and everyone are so nice, and it's just, for a band like us, it's just a dream come true to be on this tour.
And you were telling me that you guys have been together 4 years, correct?
Yeah.
And you recently got a new member to the band about a year and a half ago. Tell me a little bit about how you met him and everything.
Well, it was cool because we kind of knew him from before because he was in a bunch of bands in our town, and just we knew him from the scene and all that stuff. And then we invited him to come over and jam because we lost our old bass player. We're like, yo, just come over and jam. And we didn't really tell him it was an audition or anything like that. And so, yeah, I know, it was pretty sweet. He killed the audition, and yeah, it was that's pretty much how we met.
So how do you feel your direction is changing now having him on board?
I think it's awesome. I mean, every time a musician or an artist puts out a new CD, I feel like it always changes, and they always change and grow, not just as an artist or a band, but also as people. So I think it changes like that, and adding him into the mix, I feel it really maybe made our sound denser, because we're only a three-piece band, so he plays bass the same way he would play a guitar. It's like he really fills out the sound, and he adds a lot just with the complexity of his parts that not a lot of bassists actually get to do. So I don't know, I think it definitely made us sound a lot fuller, I would say. Yeah.
So do both of you write, or is it a collaborative effort?
Yeah, the two of us write together mostly.
Yeah.
And we kind of recently started writing with Lockwood, but for the most part it's just Sage and I writing. And yeah, I don't know, it's gone pretty well.
Because we're twin sisters, I don't know if you can tell.
I thought you might be.
Yeah.
Now, did you guys start really young, or how did this come about for you?
Pretty young. I don't even remember when we first started doing music together. Just our parents would our parents put us in music lessons when we were pretty young, and we just wrote songs and started playing together from a really young age. And I can't even really say when the band formed, because we've been writing together for pretty much our entire lives. So yeah.
And who named the band?
I don't remember. It was one of us, or both. I don't know. Maybe it was both of us. I don't know. Someone.
They're sharing one brain.
I know. It's like we share a brain. It's crazy. We were sitting in this movie theater. It was one of those old repertory theaters where you watch older movies. And this 1936 sci-fi movie came on called Things to Come, and it was a line from that movie, and it's basically it's post-apocalypse, and the parents are standing over top of their kid's bed, and the dad's comforting the mom and just have courage, my love.
Yeah.
And then we just thought, wow, that's a really great name for a band.
I really like it.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's really good. So tell me, what's one of your favorite songs? Do you have different favorite songs, or
that we play?
Yeah, well, that you play, and then I want some inspirations and stuff like that.
Oh, okay. Oh man, I don't know if I can pick a favorite.
Or name a few.
There's some good ones that live, I know they go down really well. Lost Cause goes down pretty well live.
Yeah, I like
usually.
that one. I like, off the new album, I really like Skin and Bone. I like Lost Cause. And I like Cold Blooded. Those are probably my top 3 favorite ones, I'd say.
Yeah.
So let's say you're having a bad day. Do you go home and listen to your music, or do you listen to somebody else's, or what do you do?
Yeah, usually somebody else's. Not I mean, sometimes if I want to feel good about myself, I'll listen to my own music and be like, yeah, man, I rock. But other times I'll listen to another band. It'll make me feel a lot better.
I feel like when we just get a mix or a master or anything, we can't stop listening to our music. But if I want inspiration, I'll listen to other people generally.
Hey,
Do you have
what do you
anything-
guys
Yo,
do?
what's
Hey,
up?
look who we
I
found.
got started with everything.
There you go.
I got lost, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, you found it eventually. That's
Yeah.
Yeah, we just didn't know where you went. So
How's it going?
The elusive Lockwood. Mysterious.
So we found out how you came to be with the band, and sounds like you guys are all having a wonderful time. And I was just asking them, like, who do they listen to if they're having a bad day, that kind of thing, your own stuff or somebody else's. How about yourself?
Definitely not my own stuff. So, I usually wind down with Deftones or Every Time I Die, even though it's not really winding down. You know.
So directionally, where you got, are y'all got the same plane of where you want to be like 5 years from now, or just take it day by day? How do you do it?
I don't know. We're just kind of like right now, music-wise, we're all just kind of figuring it out and writing stuff.
We don't ever have a game plan with like, oh, this is what I want the next album to sound like. It's more like we just write what we feel, and we all are writers individually too. So we just kind of write what we like and what we feel, and then it changes, you know, month to month. But eventually, it all fits together. Eventually, for a CD, and for a 5-year plan. I don't know, it's like every band, we just want to take over the world, so.
Where do you want to go next? If you had any country or any place you could go to, where would that be?
It'd be cool to go back to Japan. That'd be pretty awesome. Because we've only gone one other time, and like it was only for 10 days, so it'd be sweet to go back for an actual tour.
I want to go to the UK, South America, or something like that. Just somewhere we haven't gone yet.
How about yourself?
Brazil.
Brazil.
Yeah.
I have a lot of fans in Brazil.
Yeah.
So sorry, it got a little loud there. So let's go back to the inspirations. Who are some inspirations for each of you?
I love a lot like Birds. Those guys are amazing. And they became really good friends with me on this tour, so that was just like, dream come true. It was awesome. And yeah, I don't know. Just I have lots of people.
Yeah, it's hard.
I can list them
You can
all.
name a few. It's just fun to hear what everybody has as inspirational, or what got you into it, you know?
Yeah, Chiodos was a good one. I just started hanging out with the Skylit Drive. Those guys are awesome too. Watching their stuff. So.
Yeah. I love Brand New. They're probably my favorite band. And Jimmy Eat World. I just saw Saves the Day, and I'm totally inspired by them now. But yeah, the list just like it's never ending, and it changes all the time. So it's crazy.
I don't know. I really like Alexis on Fire. They're a Canadian band. They're awesome. And what else? Under Oath. I think Under Oath probably the reason why I play drums. I don't know.
Under Oath's a biggie.
The Under Oath are like big for everybody. Yeah, everyone always like, oh, Under Oath. No, but like, yeah, I don't know.
She wears this Under Oath shirt, and like I swear,
to, like,
every
cut it off.
picture.
It's bad, like-
Our fans started noticing it, and they're like,
wearing it,
"Oh,
I bet.
the Under Oath shirt again!" And she wears it in like a photo shoot, and like it seems like every picture she's wearing, and on stage all the time. Not today, but it's
Now
like
it's gonna be the Bayside shirt.
Yeah, exactly.
I like Bayside too.
I see that.
Yeah.
So how about your following? Now you're from Canada, so do you find people coming and actually touring around with you guys? Do you see some fans?
yeah, it's weird.
Like diehards?
It's
Yeah,
cool because
yeah.
like we never. It's weird when you see someone over and over again. You're like, oh, that's cool. They came out again, and then they just kind of start becoming your friend at shows. Like you'll just see the person over and over again, and I think they feel like they're part of it too. And then you feel like when you go to a certain city, you're like, oh man, I know like he's gonna be there. It's gonna be sick. We're
It
gonna like
moves
party.
on from just like a audience relationship to an actual friendship because
Right.
you see them so often. And yeah, like
a
you
little
said,
family on the road.
Yeah,
Exactly,
And you just
yeah.
want to hang out with them after shows. and
Yeah,
stuff,
if you
so
know
it's
what
cool.
city they're from and where they always go, you know you're gonna see them and you kind of make plans to hang out and everything. So.
So I know you guys are a young band, and there's a lot of bands out there trying to submerge into the multitude of stuff out there these days. Give me some advice for somebody out there just starting out.
Well, we can all give advice, but I would say the best advice I would say is just don't give up, because so many bands are so talented and they start and then if it doesn't happen within the first like 3 years, I feel like they just give up hope and it's like, oh well, we've been working so hard, it'll never happen. But there's a lot of musicians and bands where their career really doesn't take off, and then sometimes it takes like a decade for it to take off. So I would say just don't give up. You never know what's gonna happen, and do it for the right reasons. Do it for yourself. Don't worry about pleasing other people, because you're not gonna be able to please everybody. So why even try? Just please yourself and just do what you like to do, and eventually someone else is gonna love it.
I agree with that too. How about yourself?
Just stay true to yourself and just like work towards what you want to accomplish, because it never comes stay positive even when there are negative times in your life, because if you get into a negative routine, that's the way you're gonna take in life. So I find that I'm a believer in, if you want to be happy, then if you truly want to be happy, then you'll make yourself happy. Like, you gotta want it enough to like do whatever you want to do in life.
Yeah, it's true. If you don't want something really bad, then you're never gonna just go for it. Like most of the bands on this tour, the reason why they're here is because they worked harder than all the other bands, right, in the world. So like, if you're a hardworking band, you just have to like remember it's work and it's play at the same time. So just work really hard and then play really hard, and you'll be there for sure.
Nothing comes easy. So.
Yeah.
Anything special you want to say to your fans?
Just thank you so much for supporting us. So many fans out there. This tour has really opened up our eyes to, it's given me a lot of confidence, because coming into it, we really didn't have any idea how many fans we actually had in certain areas, and every show so far has just been way above our expectations, and they get better and better and better. And a lot of our fans here especially have been waiting for years for us to come, so just thanks for sticking with it and for supporting us from afar. And we're definitely gonna come eventually to any country. Whoever gets to see this will come to you eventually, so thanks for being patient. Hi, we're Courage My Love, and this is a shout out to CelebNMusic247.